In this lesson, we'll explore the Mastercam Tool Manager, including both the integrated and standalone versions. To start, I'm going to pick a machine from the list, and in this case, I'll pick the generic 3-axis Haas. Now, before we get into the Tool Manager, I'm going to quickly go down to the Properties section and click on Files. As discussed earlier, this is the toolpath copy of the machine definition. But specifically, if you look down in the Tool Library section, it's referencing the mil_inch library. And this is the default library. I'm pointing that out because when we go into the Tool Manager inside of Mastercam, it brings up this library by default. So I'll cancel out of this, and I'll start by going into the Tool Manager that's part of Mastercam. So this is the Tool Manager that is in Mastercam, and it's accessible on the Toolpaths tab under Utilities, and it's called Tool Manager. And please note, this is only accessible once you have a machine selected. I'll click on Tool Manager, and up comes the Tool Manager. Now, as you can see, like we just saw, this is the default library that's set up inside our machine definition file. The tools that are listed down here are the tools that are in that library. The tools that are listed up here are the ones that are either currently being used in our Mastercam file or are just in our Mastercam file but not being used. And as you can see down below, we can display either both tools and assemblies, or just assemblies, which in this case there are none, or just tools. I'm going to click on Open here because I want to select the tool library that comes with this course. I've already downloaded that dataset and I put it in the proper location. And as you can see when I click Open, the proper location is under Users, Public, Public Documents, Shared Mastercam 2021, Mil, Tools. And as you can see, the library is right here, MCU 2021 3D Mil. When I select that and click Open, you'll see now that the tools are listed right here. And as you can see, under the display mode, we have tools selected, so we're showing one tool. If we have assemblies selected, we show 3 tools. I'm going to choose to show both, so I can see all 4 tools. 3 of them are assemblies, and 1 of them is just a tool. I'm going to select all of these and bring them up into my Mastercam file. Now, you don't have to do that, but there are some benefits. If you know that you'll be using these 4 tools, you can bring them into your current Mastercam file and they'll be ready and accessible whenever you're programming. So, in other words, you won't have to navigate to those tools every time you're programming a part. They'll be right in your toolpath parameter page, ready to go. So I'm going to select all 4, and I can either window select or use the Shift key or the Control key to multiple select. And I can either drag them up or I can hit the up arrow. This copies all of the tools into my current file. So at this point, if I was to select OK here and create a toolpath, when I go to select the tool, these 4 will already be available for me. Of course, if I needed an additional tool, I could navigate to one and choose it, but these 4 would be available. Let's click OK here, and we'll now explore the standalone tool manager. Now, the standalone tool manager is accessible outside of Mastercam. I'm going to access it by going to my Start menu and typing in Tool Manager into the search field. Once the Tool Manager comes up, I'm going to open up that exact same library file by going to Open and then navigating to the same location and grabbing that exact same library. And as we should expect, we should see a total of 4 tools, 3 assemblies, and 1 actual tool. And as you can see over here on the left, we have 3 tool assemblies and 1 cutting tool. So I can double click on all of these, and what happens is once you double click on one, you see the tab show up right here. I'll do the same for holder, which of course there's none, and I'll do the same for cutting tools. So now you can see here, we have the holders option, assemblies, and tools. The standalone tool manager is designed to run simultaneously with other instances of the tool manager. So as an example, I can go to File Open and I can pick, let's just choose the mil_inch library. And what happens is that loads up a second standalone tool manager. And if I wanted to, I can take this and tile it to one side and tile the other library to the right side. So at this current state, I have the mil_inch library on the left, and I have the Mastercam University dataset on the right. The reason this is beneficial is because you can drag and drop and interact between databases using the standalone tool manager. As an example, I'll go over to the cutting tools on the left, double click on it, which would bring it up in the tab here. And as you can see, there are 446 cutting tools in this library. Let's just use this first one up here, this 3/4 inch countersink 82-degree cutter. I can take this cutter and drag and drop over into the Mastercam University dataset. Now in this particular example, this countersink tool is not needed, so I could simply select it from the library here and then hit delete on my keyboard, and it will in fact delete it. In the next lesson, we'll explore creating tool assemblies inside the standalone tool manager.